Wow. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. It's Monday. It's that time of the day again where we get to come on and answer your questions and talk about car stereo stuff. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, we are your hosts. I am Dean.
I am Fernando.
Hola. And hey, that's that. But what is going on, everyone? I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. It was cold. Put up Christmas lights. Finished that off. Evening, gents. Good evening, everyone. Hello from Vegas. 67 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty chilly here right now. Hello from the Pacific Northwest. 36 and foggy. Okay, yeah, no, it's all good. What's up? What's up, Frank?
What up?
It's cold. Yeah, right? It is. It's just yuck. Good evening. I bet DNF have sweatshirts on. He's got a hoodie. I have my hoodie. I didn't bother to put it on because I probably should, because I just walked out to my car and it was very cold.
It was cold.
It was very cold. Good evening.
When we started doing the last card, it was like, that's it.
Yeah, it's it was got me a piece of homemade pecan pie topped with whipped cream. Well, that makes one of us. That makes one. Bit jealous, but that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Pecan or pecan? I mean, honestly, I don't care as long as there's something at the other end of it that looks like one of the pecan or pecan. I don't care. I just something good. Will be nice.
Sorry.
So that good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Nice.
Hi. Hola.
Hello.
Hola. Whoop. Made another live. There you go. 81 in Phoenix. Is that even possible?
81. Wow.
I'm not going to yell, but hey, guys. There you go. I did it so the mic wouldn't hit me. 29 in Pennsylvania, PA.
Yeah, I can see that.
It just itches.
And the next week, I believe is going to be in the single digits.
Where? In Pennsylvania? Yeah. I'm sure. 21 here, 46 inches tonight.
Ooh.
I mean...
just go in the battle right there.
I know. I'm getting there. I'm just thinking of 46 inches of snow.
4 to 6 inches. I thought you say 46 inches.
No, 46 inches. That'd be on the news. Love the hoodie, says Brad. Good evening, Brad. And how are you?
Right here.
Yeah, that's this was, and mine is hanging over there.
I know.
And which I might get on before the show's over because it is getting kind of cold. But this is what happens when you just wear another brand's hoodie all the time. The one brand gets upset and says, I'm just going to send you guys some hoodies. So Maryland checking in. Addis says it's 27.
27.
I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, I don't have whatever it takes that you guys need. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Not a lot, I don't think. But still, I don't care. It's cold. 21 in the Twin Cities. Jesus, 48. Breezy, clear. Oh.
Arkansas. Kansas.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Dean, question. JL Audio Max tune or Brian Mitchell's tune on the ARC PSM Pro? So Brian Mitchell uses the Natanz tuning piece, which uses... damn it, why can't... What's the name of the software?
Oh my gosh.
I know, I just totally hit a roadblock, which is literally what Tune is based off of. Because Tune is just a version of... I know, it's right on the tip of my tongue and it's driving me crazy. Ad is probably yelling at the screen.
Yes, I know.
But I don't remember what it is. But
Smart. Oh my God, there you go.
Yeah, see, because we're dumb.
We're not smart.
We're dumb. We are not smart.
We're not smart. That's why.
So, yes. See, look, Brian heard us mention his name. Oh, that's neat. Chewy with
Princess.
Yeah, in the back. That's cute. Yeah, so smart. No, it's not REW. No, definitely not REW. No, it's smart. Smart is the look at even dude. Everyone is like, hey, what's up, Angel?
Everybody's like,
hold on, sorry, Brian, had to ask. No. In there again.
What's up?
What's up, Josh? was just thinking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a very loving way. But anyways.
Oh wow. Very personal, huh?
Yes. So there again, both expensive. Neither one of them is cheaper than the other. That's for sure. Because,
okay,
but
if you have to pick,
if I had to pick,
yes,
I don't.
That was his question. What will you do? You're right. I will just literally do a Brian tune.
I mean, we've done Brian's tune.
That's what I'm
when
saying.
we flew out to California, we used his. Okay, so there again, there's a lot that these tools do that not everybody needs to have access to.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like someone mentioned REW. REW is a perfectly fine piece of software.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, you can get USB-C mics, and there's plenty of great Studio 6 software, RTA, which I did during Black Friday, went and bought the whole Studio 6 suite. Because it's only like $20, and like it has all the cool new stuff that you can do. So it's going to make even cooler videos, and you can like do screen sharing, and you can do all the features that we wanted. They're all there. So for like $20, I got this amazing piece of software, and I can plug in a USB-C mic to my iPad and do pretty much all the tuning I need to do for under $200. So there again, will I use that on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But if I need it, like when I go to Canada, I'll be taking that because they'll want me to tune something while I'm there. And in a pit, I mean, if this isn't something you do professionally, there's other ways that are cheaper. So I would pick great tune over tuning method. Yes, exactly. Yes. Although I will take a great camera over a crappy camera. So I mean, I'm just saying it's because we always got to correlate the two together.
$20.
Before we get too deep in this, so Brian for the win, always Brian for the win. That goes without saying. And good evening, everybody. What is up? And yes, we love you, Josh, so much. Anyways, I got that one. All right, I'm trying to make sure I hit all you guys. Love to be loved. Yeah. Sorry, Brian. No, it's okay. Okay, so.
Okay, so you keep saying okay, so.
That's because I'm stalling to catch up. My brain is trying to catch up with No, it does not have an oscilloscope option. It is strictly for tuning. It's not for testing. So no oscilloscope option. But a crappy camera may be better. No. Listen, if you got a crappy camera, you're just going to take a crappy picture. I don't care what it is. Yeah, no.
So
now you can put a great camera in somebody that doesn't know what they're doing.
So we have a crappy camera, you and me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
I'm gonna take a better picture than you. No, which I understand, but it's still gonna be disappointing for me.
Yeah, but
because I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna do better than you just because. But I'm still not gonna.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, but at the end of the day, it's still just gonna be a crappy picture from a crappy camera.
There you go.
So screw the crappy camera. Anyways, getting off topic as always. Yay.
Let's talk about cameras. All right.
Let's not talk about cameras. Clean Wire Club. Yes, Fang. Look at the keeper of time bringing us back around, which is where I was trying to go. Fang.
Before the cameras?
Hey, we do this thing called 12-volt Clean Wire Club right here, and this week's got a cool little AudioControl / JL Audio. I did not cover the JL Audio. I want you to know that was Fernando.
Why would you cover the JL?
This is all Fernando, guys. I don't have anything to do with it. So we got LC7i Pro, we got Epicenter, and then they're just confused with the JL Audio amplifier. So I understand. It's what happens. This week, who is it?
That's Mr. Carlos.
Mr. Carlos. Good job, Carlos. And, of course, this week is brought to you by the DNF Tool Drawer, dnftooldrawer.com. Now, 'tis the season to spend a lot of time on Amazon. Simply click on DNF Tool Drawer before you start your shopping. Will, of course, make our lives a little better because, we'll get the click-through, which is nice. However, if you're trying to figure out what you want for Christmas, it's a great place to go to send your wife or significant other or people that are going to buy you stuff and pick out some cool tool that we use in our day-to-day basis. There's all kinds of fun stuff up there and whatnot. So, yeah, definitely head over there. And as we said, we are going to be having a big sale on the IRTA2. Not a discount. We're going to have like a gift pack. So we're going to put a gift bag together, and we'll be announcing that Saturday. I wanted to I thought about doing it today, then I was like, today's like Cyber Monday. I want to get through all that nonsense. So the MECP sale ended Saturday night. So that is
Saturday
up.
night.
So
that's right.
So anyways, that's the place to go for that. This first segment of questions, rounds, whatever you want to call it, is brought to us by the fine folks at, where'd it go? Right here. At focal-america.com. As we said, 'tis the season to buy cool audio for you and your significant other. A lot of people don't know it, but Focal makes from mild to wild as far as speakers go. And what we have here is the slate fiber. This is one of my favorite SKUs in the Focal lineup, only because they've kept it really simple and only consists of 2 speakers. You have a simple set of coaxials, 6.5s, and then you have the components that we were just looking at. All of them feature the slate fiber cone, patented cone, the butyl rubber surround, as well as the inverted metal dome tweeter. Back to the 6.5-inch component set. One thing that's unique about them is that passive crossover there. I was really hoping it would get bigger, and it didn't. It didn't work out. These passive crossovers are designed to take apart so that they can be 2 separate pieces so that you can mount one here and one there, making your installation that much easier and nicer. But if you want to put them in one place and make them look pretty, you can. So this first segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Moscal. That's Mosconi Focal all in one. No, brought to you by the fine folks at focal-america.com. What's up, Miguel?
What's up, Miguel?
Hello. How are you? Hi, Derek. How you doing? And yes, that is what she said. So, let's get to it. What's up? All right. So let me just drop. Oh, sorry. Just finishing up the Mediterranean buffet. Oh, it's good. Oh, Fort Worth, Texas. Very nice. Okay, pull yours back up. Sorry, fellas. Can I use my Kenwood head unit crossover settings for my tweeters and mids, or shall I keep the passive crossover inline? Thank you. Oh, this is a fantastic question. Because it's not a simple answer, as Josh is in the background yelling right now. Oh, I know the answer. So, some Kenwoods, not all, have the ability to do what's called network mode. Network mode, or 2-way or 3-way mode, depending on what it's comprised of, is when you select this, it shuts off the feature that we call front rear sub. And it turns on a feature that is tweeter, mid-range, sub. In this particular mode, you no longer have the ability to do rear fill because it is now your mid-range or mid-bass. It has a bandpass channel that you could actively cross the mid-bass over at, mid-range, mid-bass. The first 2 channels are tweeters, so they give you the ability to cross that. Okay, so you get the full crossover in there, you get the full equalizer, you get the full time alignment for it being set up as tweeter, mid, sub. All right? No rear fill. Now, if you have it on front rear sub, the highest crossover point is something like 220, and it does not have a bandpass. So it will not be high enough for a tweeter, and it doesn't have the bandpass crossover, meaning the top and the bottom, for the mid-bass. So at that point, yes, running the passive crossovers would be the move. However, if you're just doing a front stage and a subwoofer, going the other way, if your radio is capable of doing that, would be the move. So DMX 790, yeah, I have no idea. So yeah. So you'd have to go and search the owner's manual, which I don't have time to do right now. But it's an 8709S. It's pretty high up there radio. Chances are good, yes. But I don't know. Hello from New Zealand.
Hello.
Good evening. Hold on, I'm going to click this. Good evening, guys. If I'm changing out the deck in an 04 GMC Sierra with a Bose system, I'm going with a Kenwood deck and plan on switching out the speakers as well. Does the deck have enough power to run a set of components, or just wait till I can afford to do an amp also. And so when you talk about a set of components, if we're talking about like a giant set of focal components that has a giant passive crossover, will it power them? Yes, it will power them. Will it give you the volume you're hoping? That's the question, okay? Because, yeah, it's 15 watts, all right? So is it enough to power them? It will power them. Is it enough to make it as loud as you want it to be? That's the question that I don't have the answer for. So have we done it before? Yeah. Was I happy? No, I didn't want to do it. I wanted an amplifier so that I could get real volume out of it. I guess what I'm saying is if you're just doing it so that you can, like, I just want to have something going on the whole time, and then I'll add an amplifier and make it louder and all that. As long as you understand going into it that, like, it'll work, it's just not going to be, like, where I want it to be, then, yeah, you could do it. But the amplifier would be the bonus round for sure. I mean, should you wait till you get the amplifier? It just depends on how loud you want it, you know? So, yeah. But make sure you bypass the Bose amplifier, which I know you were going to do anyways. But, yeah. Okay. Moving on. Hey, guys. Kevin from Quebec. 2021. Quebec.
That's how you say it?
Quebec. Yeah, it's like
Isn't
Quebec.
that Quebec?
No, it's French, bro. You don't even argue with them.
No, I don't know.
I'm just saying, I don't argue with them. I just go, American. Your hockey team sucks.
Wow.
Whether it does or not.
Just...
Well, because you have to, because we're from Tampa. We have the Lightning. The Lightning is a pretty substantially good team. And I don't think we play them. I don't think they're in our whatever the hell that is. But I know we play them at some point. And some days we beat them and some days we don't. But it's Canadians really care about that stuff. Mm-hmm. So you have to really just punch it to them as fast as you can, knowing that I don't care about it, but it's always... Anyways, 2021 Grand Caravan, I've been looking at the kicker key, 2004, and the 6x9 components, like Haley's Escape. Good, yeah? In a bigger car, will it be loud enough? Yes, it will. So if the Grand Caravan is bass audio, that's the first thing. We got to make sure it's bass audio, because if it's like premium audio, then no, it's not going to work for you. But if it's bass audio, then you're rocking and rolling, you're good to go, for sure. It should be no problem. The reason why is that bass audio, it sucks. So adding in the key will substantially make it better. But premium audio, like, that has a big amplifier in it with multiple channels. So we'd be taking out multiple channels to put in less channels. Yeah, okay, so there we go. And it is, yes, bass audio. And I figured it would be, because that's what you do. And I just like to answer that question all the way out, because a lot of people will ask, hey, I have the Alpine Premium Audio System. I'm looking at a kicker key. And I go, keep looking. Keep looking. It's the wrong thing, because that's not going to do what you need it to do. So, yeah, Quebec.
It's still this. Oh, okay.
Quebec. Okay. I don't know. They got the tilde over the E, which doesn't exist in the English language. So, and it's... Dun. I don't know. That sounds like Darth Vader. So,
no, it's not a song.
I don't know. Nando was close. Yeah. It was funny. I pictured Patrick Starfish. Who doesn't love Patrick Starfish? 2019 Mazda.
Yes.
Would a kicker key okay with 5-channel amp, or do I need a full DSP? We always like you to have a full DSP, right? Kicker key, like I said, okay, so kicker key. Let's just throw the kicker key out there and let's understand what it's capable of doing. It is a 4-channel amplifier designed to run at 4 ohms, put out, 70 watts, something like that. Mm-hmm. All right. It is great as a front stage upgrade, meaning if you're going to put it on a set of components, channels 1 and 2 in tweeters or mids, channels 3 and 4 on the mid bass. Works fantastic for that. Now, if you're going to put like a affordable set of components up front, like a tweeter, a mid-range, not crazy, not like these, and a coaxial in the rear, works great for that. That's it. That's really all it was made for. It's made to give you a really nice sound at a really affordable price, but it can't do everything. It's kind of like those are the two things it's really good at. Anything outside of that, no. Okay. Now, it's acoustically RTA'd, meaning it's capable of making everything sound good, unless the factory system is so whacked out that it can't do that. In which case, you need to put a key lock, the LOC, in front of it. Because what the key lock will do is the key lock, and this is great when you're doing a front stage upgrade and a sub, because you put it on channels 1 and 2, the key lock will go in and DEQ it, get rid of delay, get rid of all pass filters, get rid of all the nonsense. Yep, bass audio, saw that. And make it as flat as possible on channels 1 and 2. You put the key 200 in there, tweeters, mid-range, and then you put a sub-amp in there. It doesn't matter which one, because now you've DEQ'd it. You don't have to worry about the 500, the key 501, because you put any amp. So you go the 401 or an 801, CS, okay, and then you're good. Would the kicker key work?
No.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying.
So
I just put it
so there
reference.
again, that's kind of the move, right? If you're gonna do, I don't know. I don't really have anything else, but those are anything that you want to do with a key. And somebody asked key lock. Key lock is the high level to low level adapter. So you have two things to think about with the key. The key lock is designed to take any two channels and DEQ them. It can remove the equalization. It can remove the all pass filters. It can remove any delay on two channels. So it's great, or on one channel, like for a subwoofer. So it's great. It takes care of all this stuff because the key 200.4 is an acoustical. So what it's going to try to do is time alignment, okay, delay, for this the purpose. If it's for front and rear, it's going to there again add delay to the rear, add delay to the fronts, try to make it sound like a center image. If it's just for the front, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to delay these, and make them sound like it has a center image. If there's an all-pass filter in the factory system that has not been removed, it does not know what to do with that. And what will happen is your center will not be center. It will be somewhere else because when it was doing its test, it saw that and said, "Bap, sorry." So when you get in there, it's going to, like, a lot of the times the center will swing back and forth as the voice comes on. And you'll be like, the hell is going on? That's where our tool, the IRTA, is great because you can test for all this stuff beforehand and know, okay, it doesn't have any of this. Well, then I don't need a key lock. I can just go straight in it with a 200.4. What's up?
What's up, Wayne?
And if it does have this, then I just drop a key lock in it and it solves all that for me. So a bigger DSP like the one we're going to talk about now, which is this guy right here, which is the Arc Audio PSM Pro. And by bigger DSP, I mean this thing is gigantic. Sup, Elias, you're doing great today. Look at the size of this monster. It's so huge. This is a 6 to 8 DSP, and this is more, the shop looks clean. Not really. It's
just the camera.
Yeah, it's compressing it. We got so much going on right now. It sucks. Anyways, this is a 6 to 8, and this is a Pro DSP, meaning this has de-equalization functionality built into it. It's not auto. And then it has post-equalization, meaning you can do, after you've done all your EQ, you can do more EQ. So it has basically 3 EQs built into it. Oh my gosh. And it has the ability to if you are trying, you can manually get rid of all pass filters and all that fun stuff. Now, is this better? Well, it depends. If you know what you're doing, then yes, this is totally better. If you don't know what you're doing, then, well, this is going to be a lot of work, right? I mean, if you're into the learning exercise, but that's true for everybody. It's not just true for Arc Audio. Anytime you go from push a button, make it happen, what's up?
Baby easy.
Australia.
Yes, I
yeah. Oh, okay. So, all the advanced high-end DSPs all work the same as far as functionality. Now, some of them will have what they like to call de-equalization built into them, but really, the reality is the key lock does the best job. So, yeah. Anyways, if you would like the smallest, cutest DSP on the market, look at that. That is a 6 to 8 and is also AR compatible.
What?
Meaning you can plug an AR into this just like you can that other one, and consequently DSR1. This uses the exact same plug. So if you've got an older DSP that is AR and you'd like to swap it out for a PSM Pro, You just need to pick yourself an AR, and that's it. The plugs are the same.
Arcadia.
That's right. Yeah, Arc Audio. There you go.
No, it's right here. Arcadia.
Yeah. So this is, if for those of you that have that other one, you're like, hey, that looks really familiar. It's because they're the same. They screwed them up just like they did. They didn't stagger them. So they copied them to the point and forgot to ask, did we do a good job? No, you didn't. But anyways, yeah, all the plugs are the same. The main difference between like this plug and the other plug is this actually has 6 inputs where the other one has an aux input. So, yep, it's pretty cool. And it still has digital in. So you have digital in if you need to use it. And it is set up via USB-C.
What's up, Jeff?
And a laptop. So it's fantastical. Anyways, if you'd like to know more, because we always do.
Fantastical?
Fantastical. Yeah, right? That's the best word ever. If you'd like to know more, and like here is a picture of that side with all those cool little pieces. But head over to arcaudio.com, click on the PSM Pro, and you got all this cool data right here that you can be like, oh my gosh, look at all of that. That one right there, Windows. Ugh. But they're like everybody else. Anyways, moving on. Let me do this so it doesn't just get stuck. Oh my gosh, what happened? There we go. What do you think Santa has for audio in his ride?
What will you put in Santa's?
Marine. It'd have to be like Marine. Oh, better yet, it'd be Harley Davidson stuff. I'd put motorcycle stuff in it.
Really?
Yeah, because I want people to hear that just as I'm ripping through the sky. I want it to sound like one of those motorcycles, man.
You would not do SPL stuff?
No.
I mean, it's open, bro.
Well, what's the difference in motorcycle and SPL? Most of the time, it's the same stuff, right?
Yeah.
Horn tweeters, coaxials, loudest crassy stuff, you know. But I don't think he would do that, though. I think he would probably have like a...
No, you know him?
Yeah, I do. So, I've seen enough of the representations of Santa's sled to where it's this elegant piece of machinery. So, it's going to have... Santa needs a 4th order. Well, he probably would, because you got to figure it's going to go up underneath the seat. So it's going to be built into the bench seat. So it's, putting regular subs in there just aren't going to work. Okay. You're going to need something that's going to pre-radiate. So maybe like a 4th order down firing. So horn low to 4th order underneath the back seat. Okay. You might be able to do like 4/8s or 4/10s underneath the seat. He's got kind of a big butt. Yeah. But I feel like, it's going to be, I almost envision it's going to be something old. So in wood grainy. So like old Audison amplifiers that had the wood grain on it. I feel like he'd be cheesy and buy something like that, or he'd have Macintosh because it's old. Ooh. I feel, you know what I'm saying? I feel if it was a new system, then he'd have the Moscone because that just looks cool.
Now, do you think he's a retro radio or it's just?
No, I'm thinking he's just
brand new radio, CarPlay.
See, I'm thinking it's touchscreen, so that's why I was thinking it would be more like a boat kind of dash where he's got all, he's got the radar and all that stuff.
You don't think it's an old style?
It's just like Rockford tied into the factory, into the factory, data center. Now, if it's old style, then he's probably got a 2-knob rocking a cassette player. I feel like, yeah, exactly. Pioneer wood grain tape deck, 12-disc changer. Yeah. That's what
just
I'm saying.
Like that?
Yeah, I could totally see that. He got it done back in the 90s. Yeah. Probably had Jeff do it.
So Jeff and you guys know him.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
and Elias is gonna put 360 camera. He definitely need a 360 camera.
Yeah, I mean he needs that for his butt. Yes. But I mean,
Yeah.
Santa with a Gately box of 15s. No, like a Gately box, like a 410s Gately box, all wood grained out, that would look dope because you got to figure the inside of the sleigh kind of has the wood grain stuff. Yeah. So I could totally see a Gately box. Good call, because I would like a Gately box, and I have. Yeah, I mean, I think they look cool as could be. Kenwood 1050s. No, see, I just picture more of a radar dash, like in a boat, where it's just all touchscreen and stuff going on.
Back to the Future style, like a lot of buttons.
No, just touch panels, new touch panels. Like they updated him. He's got what's going on. Oh, Viper. Oh my gosh, yeah, with remote start 70. Oh god.
Okay, now you guys get it all. Like no technology with
well, I mean, there again, if it might be hard times at the North Pole. It just depends which movies you're watching.
Yes.
I mean, he might not have.
Santa's bringing all the technology.
I mean, if because if you look,
he doesn't have one.
If you look like Elf,
I look like an elf.
You do,
You
but
say
I'm
that
saying
I look like an elf?
yes, totally.
Okay.
You just need the shoes. If
Yes,
you look at like
probably.
the movie Elf, the sleigh in that movie,
Yeah.
you know, that would be some old school stuff, you know, because they had, you know. But I always feel like it's like Santa stuff is usually like it's like 50s and 60s, you know, like they always make it old looking,
Yeah.
like the space age 50s and 60s stuff,
Yeah.
you know, except for the new movie, Red One. That thing looked like a rocket ship. I mean, dude, Red One. It sounds like a Star Wars movie at this point, but they had some real crazy, like Santa stuff was like cutting edge. That thing was like a floating palace. I mean, yeah, it was pretty great. Yeah, all old school stuff. Speaking to Jeff Smith and Dean. Yeah,
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
right? Exactly. It won't. I can tell you what it won't have: Phoenix Gold. There'll be no Phoenix Gold in there. None.
Did we have an Alpine in there?
7909. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, I would hope he would update it though. I would hope he'd have a much nicer.
Yeah.
You know, I still feel like it's going to be wood grain. I still think it's going to be like I said, it'd be those old Audison amplifiers with that wood grain trim, the Pioneer tape deck wood grain with the CD changer.
Yeah.
You know, probably have some really oddball like Boston Pros or something like that in there from back in the day.
No Orion.
No. I think I would be more elegant. It'd be way more elegant. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to buy those. Those wouldn't be good enough for that. No, it's going to have an Alpine 8080 alarm system with a cell phone interface.
Yeah.
Let's go that way. I mean,
what? No, screw Santa. I would not run.
Where are you at?
No backup camera into that.
Yeah, what are you? You're traveling forward, man.
No.
You know, definitely.
I would
going,
be like, sorry, it's nothing available for you.
Yeah. Pioneer pull-out deck. Well, yeah, and it was the cassette deck, the wood grain. Just look it up. Pioneer wood grain cassette deck. It's a pull-out CD changer. It'd be fantastic. But you know, oh, Siri thought I said her name. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Like building a Santa sleigh,
You
like
think
a modern Santa sleigh. Oh man, dude, I would totally deck that out like a bass boat, bro.
All right. Well. There you go, Santa. If you're listening,
put some,
you know,
dude,
Dean, Jeff, Elias, all these guys can hook you up here.
Just get,
just stop by.
Just like talk to Carlos.
Talk to Carlos
Ramirez and be like, hey, Carlos, what's the dumbest motorcycle you've ever built? And then be like, okay,
put these speakers and everything.
Yeah, and then talk to some of those that go like call up Angel and be like, hey, what's the dumbest motorcycle? Although I feel like Carlos is probably
who would do the fabrication in that.
Sage?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Sage, for sure. I would still have Bobby build the box. I want a Bobby Gately box.
Okay.
Because that's dope.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care. He's got to be a Bobby Gately box. Because load resistors for all. Yes, and for all, a good night. Yeah. Santa has to use Sirius XM satellite. Cellular signals don't reach his altitude. Well, he's going to have a playlist because Sirius XM only works over the United States. So he would only get us for like an hour, and then it'd be gone. You know, he could get it parts of Canada and some of Mexico, but the rest of the country, those guys use.
You have to have something.
They have the other tuner,
like a gun built into it. When he goes to Mexico,
dude, he's Santa
shotguns,
Claus, man,
bro.
No, he don't need that. He's Santa Claus, bro.
Oh.
He's got like missiles and stuff, right?
Yes, missiles. Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Do you remember the Phoenix Gold amp that came with the alternator? No, I don't. No, I see. The thing is Jeff is the our go-to when it comes to Phoenix Gold. I don't know nothing about Phoenix Gold. That was never my thing. So, a Gately clear acrylic box. No, see, I love those boxes, but I still feel like it's got to be the wood box stained.
Yeah.
Because I think that would match the sleigh better.
Yeah.
I just think it would. Candy cane wood grain for the box. That would be neat. Like if Bobby like stained them different colors and then put them together. Ooh, that would be dope.
Acrylic?
No, wood.
Just wood like
just
that.
Wood.
No acrylic at all.
No, but I'm saying, but if he stained it, so as he's staining it would be like red, white, red. Oh, that would look so dope, man.
An Alpine CDA 9835.
I still think it's 7909 because it's going to be old. But, I mean, I'm thinking more modern. Now at this point. So,
yes.
He needs an in-dash amp.
In-dash, definitely. He needs an in-dash, yes.
No, what he really needs is the EQ with the walkie-talkie. Be like, hey, get out of the way. So he can pull his ludicrous. Move. Get out the way.
Get out the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
and then
Santa
he'd be
is
like
not that.
dropping Molotov cocktails on people. Mexico.
Is it Grinch or what?
No, I'm just saying. It depends where he's at.
It
might want to do an office pop. Pow pow. Have some fun as you're driving over.
Yeah.
Do like the locals, man. Got to do like the locals. Haley goes, now this is a conversation I can get behind. Oh, kicker snowman pods? No, definitely not. Reindeer can wear aftershocks so they can jam out and also hear the commands. Well, so here's what I'm thinking though. Screw that.
Okay.
No, it's gonna have a good idea, Haley. By the way, but no, you build a. It's gonna have what's that bar called that you put on the boats? The ski bar, and we just have cans firing forward.
Okay.
So
you're not putting the cans on top of the reindeers?
No. I'm having the cans firing forward so the reindeers can hear them. I mean, they got 13-inch cans, bro. You put like 6 13-inch cans firing forward.
Okay.
Those reindeer ain't gonna miss a note because we've stood behind that stuff.
For sure.
Or we just do a stunt wall on the front of the sleigh.
In the front?
Yeah. So you build it into the front, because you fake it out and it's a stunt wall. Dude, that would be crazy.
I don't know. No, you got me into that one. Nah.
What?
Stunt walls. No.
I would rather do cans because then you could do cool lighting.
Can?
Festive. You do red and green lighting. That would be pretty cool. But kicker key 5-channel amp. Haha. One day. I mean, we all know it's going to happen at some point. I just don't know where. Speaking of great stocking stuffers, idea 5-star t-shirts. We have them. You can get them at dnfswag.com. That's DNF Swag.
All right. Well,
is there a question? Can we get back on track? All right. Thanks for the diversion, though. I really enjoyed that.
That was good.
That was good. Thank you. That was. I don't know who thought of that, but damn, that was. We could have gone all night. I got a great deal on an Arc Audio X2 650.1 amp. Would one of their 10 or 12s A-series shallow woofers be a good match? Also, what does 4 ohm or dual 2 ohm mean? And which do I choose? Okay, so 110 or 112, 650 watt amp, shallow box. It's probably going to be a lot of power. Now, if we go over to Car Audio and we go to
amplifiers,
top button.
I mean, that's the first one.
I know we need to change the top. All right, hold on. And so we have X2 series.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice.
650.1.
I'm working on it. 650.1.
Yeah.
Read more. Okay. Yep. Lots going on here.
Specs.
Okay. So at 1 ohm, it's 650 watts. At 2 ohms, it's 350 watts. Okay. So 600, 300. Okay. So now we go to subwoofers.
A-series.
Yeah, these are the shallow guys. So A-series shallows.
I mean, probably Brian. We answer it faster.
Yeah, well, he's doing Brian stuff right now. So, who knows what that means. 6 to 300 watts peak.
So
okay,
this 1 ohm.
Yeah. So So we have dual 2s or dual 4s. So if you want to run it and get the 650 watts out of it. Keep the gain nice and low, optimize. You want a dual 2 ohm voice coil. That is going to get you to the 1 ohm load. So what dual voice coil means, you have 2 matching ohm loads. So you have 2 here, 2 ohm here, 2 ohm here, or 4 ohm here, 4 ohm here. A dual 2 ohm voice coil is either going to get you a 4 ohm load. If you go positive over to the negative and come off the 2 remaining positive negatives, that's going to be 4 ohm. If you make a jumper from negative to negative, positive to positive, and then come off of either side, that's going to be a 1 ohm load. On a 4 ohm driver, it's either going to be an 8 ohm or 2 ohm load. So this woofer says it'll handle 3 to 600 watts. That is a lot of power because the amplifier more than likely is probably closer to 750. So you're going to have plenty of power for this woofer. That means your gain is going to be nice and to the floor, and you're probably not going to turn on bass boost, but you're going to have plenty of power for the for 1 sub. And if you're responsible, it should sound fantastic.
All right, change yours.
I like this. This is going off the rails. No pun intended. Pun intended. That was fantastic. Good one, Ada. Okay, so somewhere in here, what is my next? Oh, it's you. You're next.
Oh,
Yep.
I am next.
Yeah, you're next. This next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at thinkware.com. That's right. Ooh, that was cool. That's not what I wanted. This is what. Oh my God.
What are you doing, bro?
I give up. I'm just stopping. It's not doing what I
number
want.
3.
It's number 2. There we go. There we go, guys. Head over to thinkwarestore.com. The Black Friday sale is over. If you missed it, it's okay. They still have great pricing on everything. So now you have the Cyber Monday.
Yep,
Woo! Yep. But before we get to that, let's watch one of these crazy. Why is this not working? All right, press play.
There you go.
Now, this is no one we know. We've all seen this on Instagram. But check that out. Oh, my God. Dude, that is insanity. And that amazing footage would not have been caught for us to all enjoy if that person hadn't had a dash cam.
Correct.
So along with protecting your fellow man, you entertain us all.
And
That's
hopefully
some scary
everyone
crap.
was
Dude,
safe.
no one was fine after that.
Dude, but like, how did you...
There's no protection for that.
At all.
Dude, random tires like that. Dude, that's a hole you go down. Like, I've seen like 10 of those where the wheels just fall off. They rocked it until the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
And everyone else was just like, ah!
This is why you need a dash cam.
So that we can watch it.
Thinkwarestore.com. That's the way that you can find your dash cam.
The like button is really lonely right now. Get smashing it. I like that. That was funny. LOL. It's meant to be 31 tonight here in Central Florida.
Oh, my gosh.
Yuck. I dislike this comment. LOL. You just like yourself? I mean, I understand. You're hard on yourself.
Yeah?
I like Sue. Don't. Yeah,
This
is always the thing that scares me when I fall asleep when she's driving, and it's like I picture open my eyes as I'm flipping through the air, because she fell asleep because.
Have you ever seen some of the videos on Instagram?
Yes.
The people are sleeping.
Yes.
And then these people start screaming like,
yes.
I would love to. If you.
No.
Haley, if you guys ever do that, please film it so we can see his reaction.
You can imagine. Awesome. It won't. No.
What?
Okay. You guys are
that
mental.
Would be great.
Audison SR Series Class D amps or a combo of 5.1K Quattro for future proofing for SQ. So the 5.1K and the Quattro have been around forever. The 5.1 was one of my sought out. I wanted that amplifier for a very long period of time. It's a fantastic little 5-channel amplifier. Staggered power, AB amplifier, Class D subsection. We didn't do the Quattro, we did the Duo. So we did a 5.1 and a Duo and a Raptor. Yeah. And it was fantastic. Put the Duo on the mid bass, and the 5.1 I think was the tweeter in the rear.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we had 2 subs that we powered off of the one. The SR series is not as good of an amplifier. It's a great amplifier, but they're not in the same vein. If you're totally stuck on Audison, man, I just don't know, because I mean, like, that's a tough call. I just don't know if I use those amplifiers for that anymore. I almost would just do Forza and like buy more
Forget
Forza.
About it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I have to do that, I'm probably buying just Forza and a bunch of companion amplifiers and just giving me a shit ton of power. Oops, sorry. Normal for a key 200.4 to get hot. 2023 F-150. Yes, it's a small heatsink. It's a small footprint amplifier. All those small amplifiers, if you're railing on it, are going to get hot. If it's just sitting there at idle current, it'll probably get hot. Moral of the story is, yeah, it probably gets hot. Keep in mind, though, just because it's getting hot, as long as it's not cutting off, it's working well within its voltage range. A lot of these new smaller amplifiers, the chips that they're using for the amplifier are designed to run hotter. So they're kind of overclocking the chips, so to speak. They're not, but that's the easiest way for us to think about it. They just have a higher thermal capacity than they've had in the past. So that means that we can get more out of them, and they are going to get hotter. So, but that's cool. It's all right. But yeah, you're fine. Anyone have any issues or anyone have any ideas of the previous gen JBL Stadium Silk Tweeter and 2 ohm Dove mid-range FS numbers? I have searched and searched. There, yeah. No. I have
Well, the
no
reason
idea.
I put it is like if
anybody knows,
anyone knows, they can help him out.
I mean, so the only person I know that is like a JBL fanboy is Ada at Absolute Electronics in Rockville, Maryland. He's also in the comment.
If he know, maybe.
So that would be it. And Jeff, just for your own knowledge, no, video's not done and submitted. We're not done
Not yet.
No, we're still working on it.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. We're trying to get done though, soon, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, want to suggest a Sony 4000 head unit like you recommended. Customer had already ordered the 6000. Even better, thank you. Oh no, that is better. Way to go. Sometimes I even forget they have a 6000. Stinger amps, any good? Okay, so that's one of those crazy things. I mean, if you're looking for a inexpensive, if that price point is what you're looking at, then yes, those amplifiers will do that, and they do sound good. They are reliable. They do their rated power. We've tested all of them on the dynos. We know they all do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, and we've never had any problems with them. Like Paul sells them over the counter all day long. They don't come back. So if that's what you're asking, then yeah, go for it. What is Suk saying? And we're cold if we're breaking out tomato soup and grilled cheese for dinner in the bad house. You guys are silly. Does my factory head unit in a Highlander 15 basic audio have all pass filters or need load resistors or just standard output? Listen, every Toyota that's been made since like the early 2000s has had all pass filters in them. So yes, and it does need load resistors. So it has all the fun and excitement that you're hoping for. That's why in a 2015, you pull that stupid radio out and you put a new radio in it. Because no matter what you do to that factory radio, it's never going to sound great. The best move for you is to put some 30 ohm load resistors on it, which are the LGD greens, and put a key lock in there and hope for the best. Literally, that's going to be the best you're ever going to get out of that factory radio. But the better move is to buy a new radio. It's a 2015 in the vein of Elsa. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Heading to Monterey for a big SQ show this weekend. That's like SVR and Aggieland.
Wow.
Nice.
It's not like Brian went to that
I have no idea.
last year.
Maybe.
But this year, I don't know.
Oh, Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
He went.
Monterrey, Mexico.
Yes, he did. He went to that. Yes. So I think Jeff was in Canada, and now he's going to Mexico. Isn't that like it's like a trifecta? Yes, Brian was there last year.
There you go. Yeah.
Brian was with us last year. I should go one year. That would be fun.
I mean, you should go.
I totally would.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah. Get something to do in December.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I need one more trip to end the year.
Go see my cousin over there.
Yeah. Go see Ricardo. Any talk in the back channels from a reputable company coming out with a complete head unit replacement? Just crazy. They do that for the new Jeep, but the 2015 to 23 Mustang was left out. No, it's not.
No, I mean, you can change.
That's an MFT1 kit for my data.
Yeah.
So, no. Actually, that already exists. So if you're looking to put a radio in, now if you're looking for a big radio,
like the whole,
if you're looking for a big radio like they do in Jeeps, no. But
you can change the radio.
You can change the radio using an MFT1 kit for my data and put any radio you want, any doubled in. There's plenty of room in the dash. I mean, I have a 2020 Mustang, and we've done a 1057, the Kenwood 1057 in the dash. Mm-hmm. The 958 or the 908 or whatever it is from Kenwood is more. It's a short chassis, so it makes it easier to go in. That's an easy one to do. You keep the front bezel. Just go to iData and look up just type in MFT-1, mm-hmm. and you retain everything. So the Mustang is actually the easiest one. That's why I bought the Mustang, because you can either go iData, out of the radio and replace the amplifier, or you can replace the radio. And mine being a 2020, absolutely hate the radio. So, Kenwood 1057 AudioControl LC6 1200 Hertz speakers. Kenwood 7-inch going into a Trevi Traverse. What sub box from AudioControl would you recommend? See, I got a Traverse. I feel like I want 2 subwoofers in there, but I guess I'm only going to get 1 subwoofer. Hang on. So I'm gonna. It's there again. All right. So
That's why you buy the Mustang, to keep it a stock.
yes, yeah, no, that's what's happening. But no, that's not why I bought it. But yeah, it's a good joke. So Kenwood, I'm sorry, AudioControl makes the SPK V12, which is this guy right here. That's their 112 ported with grill. I'm buying this. I mean, it's an SUV. I want it to pound. So that's my thought on that. If that's my criteria, because I want a big boomy box, but I want 212s. So I'm buying a Rockford like P2,
P3.
Well, P3 would be preferred. Oh, I do. Oh, P310s. Yeah, P3. 2 P310s, like that car we did today.
The Lexus.
That was so nice. Yeah. Bro, and that is so hurtful. That is so hurtful. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so bad.
That one.
Jeff says, "Yeah, I need a nap." I bet. I saw a vid here in the UK with the SR606 running Millie Legends front and 3-way, and the SR 1500 1.500 running sub, compared with the 5.1 running the same, both off of Virtus DSP. What would be best? So I'm still thinking I want to go Forza. What would be best if we're looking for the ultimate in sound quality as far as from them? The Quattro and the 5.1K is going to be the best. And if that's all we got to tick, those are the boxes. That's going to be the best. I don't think that's 8 channels. Do you need? But why would you need the Quattro? Are you doing rear fill? Is that why you're getting the Quattro to do rear? Because the the Duo would be fine because you have the 5.1 tweeter mid range and then mid bass out of the Duo. Quattro would allow you to do rear fill. So if you were trying to do that, but yeah. No, the thing is, they're just so long in the tooth. Keep in mind, though, if you are going to do that, make sure to do the full DA system to just like finish it off. Get all the cables and the right inputs on them, get the digital inputs on them, so that you can do all the in and outs, because that's really the best way to do it. Does he not realize we do a show on Monday?
Probably not.
That's so sad. Okay, moving on. Forza, even if using Virtus. No, I wouldn't do the Virtus is what I'm getting at. That's old technology. Like, I would do the Forza. The Forza DSP software is so much better than that technology. Like, that's Virtus is old. Forza is new. They are not going to develop any more for the Virtus. The stance that Audison is taking right now is that there's very little movement in standalone DSP. They're just not seeing it, which is understandable. So they are putting all their effort into DSP'd amplifiers. That's why you saw all the Forza stuff come out. I don't think we're going to see a replacement for the Virtus anytime in the near future, because they're telling us they're not. What would make more sense is if they come out with like something, which they're not going to do. This would be my wish, would be they would come out with something built like the Quattro and the 5.1 with the Forza DSP built into it. That would make the most sense. I don't think they're going to do it, but that would be, because right now all the big deal is small DSP amplifiers. So that's what people are buying. So that's where they're going to put their money. So yeah. Anyways, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. What's up? But I'd still do that. Oh, follow-up question. Hold on.
Right there.
Follow-up question. Could I run two 10-inch subs? Yes. Yes, you could. So if you're going to do two 10-inch subs, you want dual 4-inch voice coils. Because that's... No, wait. Hold on. You want... Time out. 2 4-ohm, 4 and 4s, 2. Yeah, you want dual 4s. Yes, because you're going to wire them up for 2 ohm a piece, and then wire them to the amplifier. You'll have 1 ohm. So, yep, do it.
Right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good call, Eduardo. All right, so we're not done with thinkware. We still got time. Interesting is currently their top DSP. So there again, you got to understand the Virtuoso as a version of the Virtuoso has been around since the Bit 1. Okay, it's just they keep evolving that platform. But what they saw in sales and what most manufacturers will tell you, is that the standalone DSP market is not as popular as the all-in-one market. So at least here in the U.S., and when I talked to Massimo,
Maximo.
I thought it was Massimo. Is it? No, I don't think it's Maximo. I think it's Massimo. I don't think there's an X in there. Anyways, who works there in Italy?
There, yeah.
Great guy. He was like, we're focusing on the multi-channel DSP amplifier. That isn't to say they're going to circle around. We don't know. I have no dealings with them whatsoever. Than we carry the product, and we're told very little, and we get to work with them on some DSP stuff. But everything that they've told us is that the Forza line is where the focus is. So, that being said, I've used the Virtuoso. I like the software in the Forza. That's why I asked, because I asked specifically. I said, "Are we going to get a Virtuoso with Forza software?" And I got and I was like, "Okay." And then they went on to explain that their focus is here, which happens. It's okay. Hey guys, thank you for sharing your knowledge. A question I had was about the Morel Piccolo tweeters. I think they are 6 ohms, so I have a 12.14 Audison amplifier DSP and was wondering if I should bridge 2. No, I wouldn't bridge 2. Just use 2 of the higher output channels on it and call it a day. Keep in mind, even though the Piccolos, I should have made that Andy video, damn it, because it's plenty of power. Okay, it's plenty of power. If you get it in there and you feel like it's not, then maybe go back and bridge it. But I don't really see any reason why you'd want to do that for those tweeters. That's a lot of power. 70 or 80 watts on them, even though I know what their power rating is. It's plenty of power. Mm-hmm. It's plenty of power. They get super loud, super fast. So I think you'll be okay. I mean, unless you're just trying to have like the loudest, craziest car on the planet, which I don't think you buy Piccolo tweeters to do that.
You want to change yours?
Yes, now is the time to change. Okay. So go ahead and drop that. And I will come over here. And this last segment is brought to you by the fine folks at I Know.
Yeah?
That
you know?
Yeah. AudioControl. You don't know if you don't know. That's right. And today we're going to talk about this little guy right here, which is the 600.4 altitude series amplifiers. If you guys are not familiar with that, this is it right here. Oh my gosh, this is the amplifier. This is it. This is the coolness. This is the size. I like to give you guys kind of a size, let you see what it looks like. It's a 6-channel amplifier. I'm sorry, it's a 4-channel amplifier that has a bunch of power. Like, this is obscene. So this is at 4 ohms, is 100 watts by 4. At 2 ohms is 150, and if you bridge it, it is 300 by 2. So it's a big, substantial amplifier. 100 watts. I mean, it's a big amp. Let's be honest. It's a pretty big amplifier, so that's about the power you would expect to get out of something this size. One of the cool features on this amplifier is over here on the input side where it says valet. This allows you to hook up a switch to it, and when you're going to let a teen or somebody else that you don't know or somebody valet park the car, you flick the switch and it attenuates the system substantially lower so that they will not break or blow your speakers. So that'd be nice too if you're taking it in for service, like you're going to let the dealer have their way on it. Yeah, we all know what those guys do. But anyways, you can find out more at AudioControl.com. Check it out. Yay!
All right, so he has the quad box.
Nice.
What other amplifier will you recommend other than the 2400.1? The one that we did.
I mean, you could use the Warhorse.
The Warhorse, yes.
The Warhorse is big enough.
I think that was the design for that specific. Like, just to...
Well, so the 24. So when we got it, when they sent us the quad box, the 2400.1, they wanted to send us two 2400.1s, and I was like, no, because there's no way we're going to be able to power two 2400.1s. At the time, they didn't have the Warhorse. So looking back now, the Warhorse would be freaking awesome. I don't know what the ohm load is though to compare the two, so that would be the only deciding factor. As long as the ohm loads were correct, then the Warhorse would be the better amp to have.
There you go.
Yeah. Are the Arc Audio RS series going away? No. No, they're not. No. If anything, you're going to get more of them. Didn't know the RR2 provides accessory for the head unit. Have a 2015 RAM. Well, okay, Alpine RR has to be flash, then harness, then truck. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Whether it be an RR, a Metro piece, or a pack piece, your truck has no accessory current behind the radio. Going out from the truck into the factory radio is a can high and a can low, constant 12 volts, ground, and your speaker wires. That's it. Now, those two wires, those are called data wires, so we're just going to refer to them as data wires now. Those two data wires talk to the radio as well as every other circuit in the car and tell the car what to do. Meaning when you put the key in and you do this, the key doesn't have wiring at the key. It's not like an old where you did all this stuff. Some of those have push buttons and all this. What it's doing is it's just sending a command to the body control module to say there's a key or a button that has started the vehicle. Start turning these things on. And that will send a command out to the radio and turn the radio on. So there is no accessory, as you're saying, really in the car. The only accessory that's accessible in the car is, depending on what way you have your cigarette lighter configured, there's an option in the fuse box to have it constant 12 or an accessory. Other than that, that's it. There's really no more need for accessory in a lot of these newer cars. They're just data driven. Okay. So what the smart module does is it talks to that data and it says, okay, I'm doing this. So the box is now taking place of the factory radio, and it is giving you an accessory. It is giving you illumination. It's giving you backup. If you're using a navigation system or a wireless Android or CarPlay, it's giving you VSS, vehicle speed sense. It's giving you your steering wheel controls.
Your parking brake.
So all of those wires don't exist. They're all body control features, and they're all done through the RR. Now, the thing that's unique to an RR is the RR or RR2 or ALPRR, if it's a plug-and-play Alpine system, all have to go into the laptop. You have to download the software, and you have to flash it. That means you have to tell it make, model, year, and then you have to tell it brand of radio, model number for radio, and the serial number for the radio. Okay, and that's the most important. So when the RR, that's going to use its little data connection, so there's a little black plug that has 4 pins on it, which is like white, blue, red, and black. That's going to plug in, and sometimes there's an 1/8" plug, depends. That's usually for audio that's getting transferred somewhere. When those two are connected, the RR turns on, or RR2, I'm just going to say RR and refer to both. It's going to turn on, and it wants to make a handshake with that aftermarket radio. And it's doing that by looking for the serial number. If it sees the serial number, then all those extra features will work. Now, by default, the RR will turn on the accessory power for the radio to turn on. And the reason why they did that is because every now and then, if you get a refurbished or a repaired radio and your steering wheel controls don't work and your reverse and all that stuff don't function, that means the handshake was not made. If you look at the RR when it powers up, it blinks red instead of green. That's when you go into the radio and look for the serial number and make sure that it matches the serial number that was on the box. If it doesn't, then you have to write it down, pull the module back out, reflash it with the corresponding serial number. You can't also hot swap the radios, meaning if I have this radio here and it's not working right, and I can't just grab another one and plug it in, it's not going to work right either because there again, it wants to make that handshake with the serial number. The only time you don't have to put in a serial number is when you're doing a non-data connection. So like if you had a radio that wasn't RR compatible, then obviously you can still use an RR. It just won't give you the extra features like gauges, tire pressure, and all those fun things. But you can use it as a dumb module, meaning it'll still give you steering wheel controls, reverse trigger, and all those fun things. It's just not going to talk to the radio. So, yeah. Anyways. What's up, Hi-Fi? Any chance we'll become a dealer for SMD line of amplifiers? I mean, Paul's a DS18 dealer. Like, we sell DS18. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the criteria would be. I'm pretty sure
if somebody wants them, he can order it. No problem at all.
Yeah. So, not really like I love the amplifiers. I think they're fantastic, and I want to hang one on my wall so bad. But it's not really our customer. Like I don't think we're going to get a lot of guys asking for those because it's really not what we primarily do. Why can't you use the data wire as an accessory wire? Because it's not accessory, it's data. It's literally can high, can low. It's like if you were to, a USB wire, when you plug USB devices in, there is a power that comes over those, but then there's two data wires, okay? It's those two data wires. So it's just like that. So there's no usable 12 volts accessory coming over those things. It doesn't exist. It's data. If you touch those two together, your body control module is going to have a bad day. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be painful for you, a lot painful. So because they're not made to, it's a high and it's a low, and they're just ones and zeros are what are passing over those. Cars run off of ones and zeros now. That's the fun, and Dodge is right up there with the most ones and zeros. Show us those LX amps. It's actually sitting over there.
The other side.
Yeah. It's over there.
But that's it.
Is that it?
That's it, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, hey guys. That's the show, as it were. It's Monday, which means we got a week full of fun and excitement ahead for you. Like we said at the beginning of the show, if you weren't here for it, head over to D&F Tool Drawer where you can find all the cool tools. And it's also a really great place to start for your Christmas shopping. Start D&F Tools. Pass over a link to one of your loved ones. Have them get you that new set of crimpers you're waiting for, possibly an IRTA2. We are going to have the IRTA2 gift pack boxes. We're going to launch those on Saturday. So on the Saturday show, we'll bring in all the bells and whistles and all the cool stuff you're going to get with those. Yeah, so that's all we got. I'd like to thank all of you, the viewers, and the questionnaires, as it were, for asking great questions, as always. Mm-hmm. We hope we answered your question. But if we didn't, I'm sorry. You can head over to Instagram during the week, as well as we'll be back here doing this again Saturday for your question needs. Right. I love it when you guys ask great questions. You don't disappoint. That is for sure.
No.
It makes it interesting. Thank you. And Santa's sleigh would be banging.
Dude, that was fantastic.
That would be banging. If you guys missed that, go back and check it out. I'd like to give a big thanks to our supporters, which are Arc Audio, ThinkWareStore.com, Moscone, Gladen, and Focal-America.com. So all of those. As well as our good friends at AudioControl. Boom, that's them. I got nothing else. It's going to be a cold week out there, guys, and it's only going to get colder. Christmas is coming, so get your Christmas wish lists in. Have a great day. We'll see you later next time.
Bye, guys.
Fade to black.